Umitencho, back for another video with episode 2 of how we can improve YouTube. So my next suggestion is going to be, well, going into discoverability through the Explore tab. So Explore tab, as we know, is aka the trending tab. I feel like they can do a bit more with the trending tab for discoverability and all that stuff. So what I would suggest we do, for example, I'm going to go into a video real quick. And scrolling down. Every person that has ever done a YouTube video should know about this. So you see how many categories we could put a video under? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 15 categories. I feel like there should be 15 categories here. I understand when it comes to fashion and beauty that it it has grown into its own category. I understand you don't want to clutter it too much, but I feel like you should go all out on the discoverability tab. I mean the Explore tab. So if I am correct, fashion grew out of how to and style. It's a subcategory, even though it's pretty much probably 99% of it at this point. It's where I put the drawing stuff, since it's technically how to under it. Yeah. Other than that, it would have been under blogs. But anyway, so what I would do after these 9 categories I'm currently looking at under the Explore tab, I would have maybe show more and just show the other categories so that other users may find new content just based off the categories that YouTube provides us content creators. For the trending, I was trying to figure out. I've heard rumors that the trending section in general is curated by a human being. And for what I am learning also is that it's weighted. So like if you're somebody that gets like 1 million views a video on a regular basis, like it's going to take more. It's going to take your video getting more than the person that say gets 100,000 views or whatnot in order to get into trending. I would also create, I would say under each, what I would do is that under each, looking at it now, it's like the first time I've clicked this stuff. I already got like the music that I'm interested in. I would create a trending section for each of these. Maybe not necessarily for movies and shows, but for gaming, news, sports, learning, fashion, and beauty. What you apply on the trending section, apply it for every other category as well. Just looking at it now. I mean, it looks fine now. But like I say, I would have a trending section, or if I am also correct, they have a create on the rise, and I will also apply that to each section, like showing this person that's starting to grow or whatever is the requirements to get on creator of the rise. I gotta be honest with you, I've only ever found maybe one creator that I'm interested in through creator on the rise. But I would just say expanding number of categories to the amount that we have as video creators that we can put our stuff under, right? So that way you have a less of a reason for someone to sort of lie about their what type of videos they have. Because if I have a like for example nonprofits and activism, it may be low compared to something like beauty or the education, for example. This is pretty much the education category, for example. They just renamed it as learning. But when we put in for education, we got a lot to fill out. For example, I'm not gonna save it as this, but for example, when we put in for education, we gotta do the type. Well, this is all optional, but the more you fill out, the more the algorithm, in my opinion at least, is going to help you out. So since it knows how to handle what it's dealing with specifically, hopefully it does. So summarize, expand the number of tabs based off of the categories that we can put our videos on. Obviously, it wouldn't be for every case. For example, we already got gaming, we already have technically education and whatnot. Just take what you, when we hit the trending tab or this sort of page here, make that available within beauty. In fact, what I would do, I don't even know how to even describe it. How some GUIs work, where you would click it and then it have its own inner tabs, I guess buttons, and then you can click, for example, let's say I want to do gaming, for example, and have it to where maybe between gaming and top live games, maybe have a button here similar to this with all the extra stuff. Like maybe you can have a button that says top live games and all the other stuff. I feel like if you do that, if you break it up like that, make people aware that there's more categories than just top live games. Because you got to realize that the more you have to scroll down, the more you lose people. So if you want all these categories to be people to give these an equal chance and all this other stuff, just do what you do here. You create these little buttons and all this stuff for people to click and figure out what they're trying to do. Also do it for how you handle within the category in of itself. And you'll be able to pull out more show people more stuff. So obviously there's the view all, but you gotta think Pareto principle. Every step that it takes for an individual to read something, the more chance for them to click off and do something else, right? 20% of your input, generates 80% of your output or something like that. So make it, make it to where people have to click less in a way, because if I want to, for example, from a viewer standpoint, if I wanted to do something like, let's say, sports, for example, I gotta scroll down and find my stuff, and then if I want to click all, so let's just count the number of steps, for example. So step 1, hit explore. Let's say I'm already on YouTube, so step 1, hit explore. Step 2, I gotta hit sports. Step 3, I gotta scroll down. Let's just say for some reason I want to hit front of athletes. All right. Explore sports, scroll down. 4, then I gotta hit view all, and then it's only showing 12. I'm sorry, 11 right now. So 4 or 5 steps, as opposed to where you hit explore, I'm going back to, let's do sports as an example. Then I hit sports. And then rather than having me scroll down, because it's like a button version of what you have for the overall explore tab, for those categories, I can just click and find. That's one step less, right? And then you can put more, and then you'll have the space to put more in it and whatnot. So, and what you could probably do is, because I know you want to fill the space up, you can take what you do with trending, for example. Take what you do this here and you show like the top whatever overall, for example. Go back to explore, and you can place it down here so you can see what's trending. Or I messed up. I had pressed I got some keys on my keyboard where it's just like a refresh. I need to assign them to something. But anyway, so that way, yeah. So that's what I would do. Basically take this and push it over to the other tabs and expand it. I say it like 3, 4, 5 times. So that is my suggestion for how we can improve YouTube. Basically explore expand trending to more categories than just this core 12, and then take how we do the trending, the outlay of the trending, for example, and expand that within its categories. So subcategories within subcategories. And then to replace the subcategories that you have down here, just put in the trending rather than necessarily, put it in the trending, for example. So this is Umitencho. Everybody have a wonderful, great weekend. I am going to go eat. They have a chicken tender sub that's on sale, so it'll be ready in 45 minutes. So I'm finna go get something to drink, non-alcoholic, by the way, and then put some food in the stomach. So see you later.